Alright, getting cooked 101. In this video, I'm gonna teach you commands. Now, there's three types of commands, three types you can get, but there's rules to it. Like, commands is free marks. You just have to apply the rules and you'll get it right? Now, just note that we're only gonna do commands with ordinary verbs, right? So, there's a PowerPoint in this section. Ignore it. Only look at this worksheet because the other ones are not applicable in your syllabus. Okay, so ordinary verbs. Now, ordinary verbs are normal verbs, right? So you got over here funda means to study. Kosha means actually it's not kosha. X is a click, but I don't know how to click. Kosha. I tried. And then Caesar means to help. Not to. Caesar is help. And then bema means to smoke. Kula means to sing. Now these are ordinary verbs, eh? So the first category we get, right, or the first type of command we get, they'll give you this. Usipo ufunda ibuku. Sipo studies a book or reads. Just take note, funda means to study or read, but it depends in the context. Because they have book over here, we can assume funda means to read and not study. Now, you might be thinking now, they'll give you this and they'll say change into a command. One thing you have to identify. Now, there's three combinations or three types. They may give you this a singular. Okay, singular. How you know it's sipo. Singular, it's a singular sentence. They might give you a plural sentence. So they might give you like abafundi or abantu, but basically it'll be a plural sentence. That's the second type. Third type, it'll be like sipo and others. Right, third type. First type is singular. How I know it's singular? You got the U over there. Okay. Now, we need to write our command, right? So let me just write your command. So, I'm going to write my command over here. Alright, so pay very close attention. When I'm commanding someone, right? So, usipo ufunda ibuku. Sipo reads a book. So, I'm going to change the sentence into a command. So, in English, how you'll say? You'll say, Sipo, read the book, right? So, the first thing you need to do is to swear him. So, say, Sipo, right? So, we're going to do that. So, write his name. So, whatever name's there, you're going to write. But, can you see what happened to the U? You do not put a U. A command is a serious thing. We do not put words attached to it. So basically, there's a rule even in the other types. The first letter of this name disappears, the first letter. So because first letter here is U, it disappears. So always the first letter disappears. We'll go to the other examples and you'll see the exact same thing. So we have SIP over there. Now, very interesting. You might think, what do I put over here as a punctuation mark? You put a comma always over here. You might be thinking it's a command, so where the exclamation mark is going to go? It's going to go right to the end of the sentence, right? Sipo. Now, here's another part. When you're going to say this, right, the verb, we're going to ignore the subject link. In all the types we're going to do, ignore the subject link. So we know two things so far. We're ignoring the first letter of the name. We're ignoring the subject link. So we're going to write funda. Now, there might be some word over here, but this will be in the second type. Alright? And third type. It will be ni. But there won't be any ni here because this is singular. So singular is the easiest. There will be no words after that. So it'll just be the verb. And then it'll just be ibuku. So ibuku. And don't forget we're going to do an exclamation mark where it's a command. Now let's see if I'm right. Sipo is reading a book. So Sipo funda ibuku. 100% correct. So you see what we did there, right? Now, commands also, in English, it might be a negative. So instead of saying Sipo is reading a book, they'll tell you Sipo is not reading a book. Now, I might be baffled about this, but listen here. It's very, very easy. So, you'll do the exact thing how you did up before over here. But, the only difference is you're going to have a Musa and you're going to have a Uku. Now, when I say Musa, it's not a person. Musa is a word in Zulu. I don't know why I said that. But yes, you're going to have a Musa and you're going to Uku when it's negative. Now, you're going to just put your Musa over here. Musa is a Laka person. He just sits over here. And then, if it was plural, you'll put ni. But it's the singular type, you're only putting, no, we're not putting ni after that. So Musa, and then the uku you join with the verb. So uku funda, and then ibuku. Done. You just ibuku is same, right? Let's see if I'm right. Ibuku, and then let's go down. See, there we go. Sipo Musa ukufunda ibuku. You see? Don't read the book. So now we know how to do that. So first type is done, right? So first type, done. Now let's go to the second type. Now what's different to the second type? Can you see it's not singular? It's not you, it's Abba. So if you have Abba, if you have easy, all those plurals starting what you know is plural. So we're dealing plural over here. So how will this change? Anytime you're doing this commands, the first letter gets out, eliminated. So we'll just say bafundi, right? So bafundi. And it's always like this. Now this is a comma, right? Comma, bafundi. And now what you must do. Always, I told you the subject link disappears always. So we're just going to write funda. But there's going to be something over here. Why? So you know how earlier on I said you need a ni when it's plural? Because abafundi is plural, which means students are studying books. So because it's plural, you're gonna have a ni, like Afrikaans, fundani. And then the rest is the same. Amabuku. So I'm not gonna write the whole thing, but you know why it is, right? Amabuku. So let's see if I'm right. The students are reading the book. There we go. Bafundi, fundani, amabuku. So the only difference is we are adding a ni because plural. Right. Perfect. Now, what if they said the students are not reading the books? The books. Yeah? So let's see, right, how will this affect the Musa and Uku? Right. So if they say the students are not reading the books, very easy. Abafundi. We're just gonna write bafundi as usual, leave out the first letter. So bafundi. And then this is where it gets interesting, right? Comma. So we're going to do the verb, right? But before that, we're going to write Musa. But because it's plural, you'll have ani. You see what happens? The ni won't go on the verb. The ni will go on the Musa. Because Musa is O. So Musani. And then obviously we don't put the subject link, so it'll be Funda. And then it carries on Amabuku the same. Yeah, that's right. So you know it continues as normal. So let's see. Bafundi, Musani, Funda, and then it continues the same. 100% perfect, we are right. So this is number 2, done, second type. Now the last type, right? So now you're seeing over this now, this type. Oh, Dandi, Batenga Amabuku. Now I might be confused. Oh, Dandi. Dandi is singular, so why do they have O there? Oh, Dandi. Oh, Dandi means Dandi and others. That's literally what O means. Oh, Dandi and others. Oh, it's Dandi and others. So Dandi and others are buying books. So basically what you need to do now is a different type. This is the third type. So what you're going to do is very, very critical approach here. Can you see? Oh, Dandi, right? We're going to do something very particular. We're just going to turn O Dandi into Bo Dandi. If we had O Yasin, it'll be Bo Yasin, right? But that's basically what we do. And then we do a comma, and then Batenga Amabuku. Now we're dealing with plural because we're saying Tanji and others. So we'll just say Tengani. Yeah, Tengani. So Tenga, and then we'll add E, ni plus plural, and it continues the same. Right, let's see if I'm right. Botandi, Tengani, Amabuku, yeah, carries on the same. Perfect, right, perfect. Now, what if it's the negative? So, it's, let's see, Tani and others, not. So, if the question was not, you're gonna say both Tandi will be the exact same. And then obviously now we have this Uku and Musa and Uku. So we'll have Musa Obviously, we'll have the ni because plural, musani, and then amabuku. No, sorry, musani, tenga, amabuku. Yeah, tenga. And it carries on the same amabuku, right? The same. Now let's see. Um, let's see if I'm right. Wait, Botandi, Musani. Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot the uku. Yeah, oh, sorry. Musa is there. What about the uku? Uku goes before tenga. Uku and the verb always go there. I forgot the uku. Always negative Musa and uku, right? So Musa, now we got uku. So uku. What was it? Tenga. Uku tenga. Let's see. Uku tenga amabuku. Yeah. So always in the negative, you see, we have um. Let's see. Yeah, always in the negative. We have uku, right? Always. Actually, I'm supposed to put uku over here too. Why I missed that out over here? So it's uku. So uku funda is one word. Okay, so always negative. You have musa and uku, right? Musa and uku. And yeah, that's the third type. So remember, the first type is when you have a singular. Second type when you have a plural, and then third type will be o. So it means something with others, right? But that's how you do it, right?